Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone? Happy Tuesday? Yes, it's Tuesday. So I have a quick little project I need to do today, and I wanted to go ahead and just do it live, just so we could, so I could show you how to use Dollar Tree items. Almost all of it, Dollar Tree items. So, yeah, thanks for joining me. What I have here is a wire heart frame from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to be the Dollar Tree queen, y'all. I have all of this mesh that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Okay. And then I have some Dollar Tree ribbon that came from the Dollar Tree. So I've had some people asking me to make some Valentine wreaths. So I had this today, and I just wanted to hop on here and let's get this going. Okay, so let's cut that off. These little wire wreaths, they're very simple to work with. You can use them all different ways, but we're just going to do a really simple wreath today. Okay, let's see how everybody's doing, and let's see if I can pull up my Facebook so I can see my comments. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit. I also have this little sign, and it's a small sign. It's like 8 by 6, so it's a real small sign, and I thought, you know, it'd go really good on this little heart because it's too small to go on a bigger wreath. So hang on, you guys, let's get this down here where you can see me. Sorry, it come out of the holder. No. Okay, wants me to rotate my device. Can y'all see that? All right, here we go. I didn't know what colors we was going to use today, so I just grabbed a few. And what I have is this red and white mesh. Usually I use mesh that don't come from the Dollar Tree, but whenever I do a Dollar Tree project, I want everything to come from the Dollar Tree so y'all can see how to use it. So this is just red and white, and we're going to just take some chenille sticks, stems, or whatever you want to call them, and we're going to put them on the outside. So I did cut these in half, and I'm going to try to do 2 per section on this right here, okay? I'm not for sure why my comments are not coming up. All right, maybe that'll work. Okay, all we're going to do is we're just going to gather it right here, and we're going to start it. Let's get a little zip tie and start it right here on this little crossbar, okay? So how is everybody doing? It's going to be, it looks like a beautiful day outside. So I haven't got outside yet, but I've opened the door and kind of looked out, and it's crisp and cool, but it looks like it's going to warm up. So we'll take a beautiful day in January at any time. Okay, so all right, let's got that down. Let's cut it off. Okay, and cut the excess off because we don't want that showing. And we're just going to kind of start from here. All right, so just take a little bit, unroll it, pull it out, measure it 8 inches, and put it down like this, rolling the mesh under. Roll the mesh under, okay? So, and measure it and just tie it on, okay? And don't worry about it moving around because it's probably going to move around a lot. I don't know how many we're going to put in here. It's going to take more of this mesh because it is Dollar Tree mesh, and it's really it's really not very full. It's not great quality. But, you know, when somebody asks me for a wreath, I have a booth in bottom, you know, and I put all my wreaths over there. And people just don't want to pay for a nice quality wreath. They just don't pay. So, having said all that, I have a hard time making just those really nice full wreaths and asking $75 for them, and then nobody wants to pay that. So they do like these Dollar Tree wreaths, so I make them using Dollar Tree mesh. Whoop. Looks like it came undone. Let me fix that. I guess I didn't have it as tight as I thought I did. That's okay. It's fixable. Just grab another zip tie. I feel like I'm in a hurry. I feel like I'm behind because I was supposed to do this yesterday, and what happened was my internet went down. So it's never good when your internet goes down. I was on the phone for like an hour or so, and it just ruined my plans for the day. But we'll get back on today, and maybe we'll get caught up. I've got several little projects to do. I'm just going to leave that like that. Okay, go back to where we were. All right. I'm not getting my comments. You could do this ahead of time if you want to. Just put on your little chenille stems and then go back and do your mesh. For time's sake, I'm just doing it this way for me. Twist. Twist a couple of times when you do that, because we came at this crossbar. Leave your little chenille stems out, because we may go back and use them. We may put ribbon on them. I may do a double run at this. Okay. Let's see. Hi, y'all. All right. Measure. Keep measuring. Try to keep your loops just about the same size. 8 inches is what I'm making these. And I've cut the chenille stems in half. So just run those as you go. Just run them around there. This is so, this mesh is so thin. But I think you'll see at the very end that even though it's really thin, it's going to make a really pretty wreath. I would not do it if I didn't think so. Okay, I'll make sure you can still see. See how this is just unraveling? Unraveling, can you see it right there? So we'll have to deal with that when we get through. I think I've showed y'all before how I deal with the unraveling part. Okay, just keep your chenille stems, pull them out to the edge like this, pointing them outwards. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to put one on the crossbar after I get 3 on there. And this is just pulling it out. I'm going to cut this off. Anywhere it's raveled, just cut it off for right now. 8 inches. Twist. Doing it this way, you don't have to go ahead and cut the mesh in certain amounts. You can just go as you're going. Okay. So what did we get? We have 1, 2, 3. We'll get to those cross bars pretty quick doing this. Oh, I meant to get the bar. Okay. If you get the bar, it kind of holds it into place. Okay, 8 inches. And it goes pretty fast because this little wire frame is small. And open it up as you go. You can always go back and do this, but I like to open it up to see how full it's going to be. And there's not a crossbar right where this heart indents at for the top part of the heart, but we'll go back and fix that after we get all this done. Okay, open it up. I'm going to push that. Okay, it's real simple. See, we've almost used a whole row. This had 5 yards on it, y'all. So, and you're doing it 8 inches, it goes by pretty quick. You use quite a bit of it. Okay. I'm going to add another one right there in that little cross spot where the heart indents. Just to make it a little bit fuller right there. 8. It's always good when you're doing this to remember to turn the mesh inside. So roll it inside. So like you're doing it like this right here. Keep your hand on it to where it's rolled on the inside. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to put one on that crossbar. Okay. Measure. Twist. Twist 1 real hard and then 2 for good measure. Okay. All right. Unroll it. Unroll it. Push those chenille sticks to the outside. Push them to the outside. Okay. We've already got half of it done now. Just keeping that pulled out. Okay. Put another one. You could do, like if you wanted to do your chenille sticks, just do like 3 between each bar. That should be enough. It would really be enough if you were not using Dollar Tree mesh, but we are today, just for the sake of showing. Okay. I think the pink will be real pretty when we get to the pink. 8. So we're not securing these down. Like in my other wreaths, I will put hot glue on them and I secure them down so they don't move around. But because of the mesh, I want to keep them moving so I can push them down to make a bigger poof. Okay, we call this the poof method. There's not much to it, so you guys can do this. I'm showing this video so y'all can go to the Dollar Tree. I went the other day, and I like to go to the Dollar Tree like every 2 or 3 days because they put out stuff from their trucks. And the other day I went, and they had their leprechaun St. Patrick's Day stuff out. And so I'm looking for that. I bought like a sign or something, I think. But I'm really looking for spring stuff already. Okay. So, just about out of chenille sticks. I'm going to have to cut some more. I don't know why my comments are not showing up. Okay. This right here, we're at the end. And, you know, when you have good mesh, it don't have staples in it. It has, like, it's taped. So this has staples, and it pulls the mesh. So you kind of have to watch that. 8, measure, roll it under, and then twist it. All right, and pull it out. Straighten it out. Just get your fingers under there. Be careful not to ravel it any more than it's raveled. Okay. Pull your chenille sticks out. All right. This is extra. I can't make another one with this. I'm just going to cut off the end of that. And we'll start another roll so you can see if you were using a mesh from Hobby Lobby or some place like that, wherever you buy it, it wouldn't run out so quick. So I'm going to just get another. My dog barks every time I do a video. Murphy boy, my baby, he's barking. No telling what he's barking at. He barks at the wind. Alright. I'm just doing this where I stopped and where I started and doing it together. Just to save time. Alright. Put some more Chanel sticks on there. Chanel sticks, Chanel stems, pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call them. Just fold them in half and twist them on. Somebody asked me the other day why I didn't use the color of Chanel sticks as the same color as my ribbon. Well, it's because for the most part, you're not going to be able to see it. So if you have some good mesh, all that's hidden. Okay. Hi, Murphy boy. There's my baby. What are you barking at? Hmm? Okay, that didn't get on very good, did it? If you get it on, twist it very good, it don't move quite as much. Okay. No. I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sorry about that if something comes through. I would like to see. Why am I? Maybe that's it. Okay. Why my comments are not coming in. He's just going to sit down beside me. He usually wants in my lap, so I guess he knows I'm doing a live and he can't get in my lap, reckon. He's pretty smart. I don't know if he knows that much or not, but he knows when I come in here, I stay pretty busy. Okay, just keep going. 8 all the way around. You can see already that this little wire form doesn't look so little anymore once you get all this mesh on there. Okay, we're just keeping it going. We're almost done. I have a few little things to do. I have like a 3-tiered tray using a scarf from the Dollar Tree with the little red trucks on it. I have some, I'm going to be using these planters and making a real cute little centerpiece. They come from the Dollar Tree. I'm so glad everything's $1 at the Dollar Tree. I stay out of trouble that way. How many of y'all go to the Dollar Tree? Anybody? You see my videos. You go back and watch my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Snap Expressions by Crafty Kayla. And you can subscribe and you can see all my videos there. Some of the videos that I don't do live is there. Getting closer to the bottom. And you can always sprinkle my video so other people can see it and my group will grow. That's on the crossbar. This one's on the crossbar. So okay. This one's kind of hung up. This mesh just doesn't do as good as the rest of it. I'm going to slow down just a bit as we get down here to the bottom. The same thing with the bottom as with the top is you can't really see the pointed end of it. So you kind of have to make do after you put your mesh on. Okay. This is going to be the last one down here. Okay. I don't know. I think I need one more going up. One more. I can get it undone. All right. This is the last one on the outside. I still have a little bit left in this roll. My second roll of this Dollar Tree mesh. Okay. All right. Now, I think I'm going to cut this off. I may go back and use more later, but I'm going to change colors. Okay. I have all these colors to choose from. I'll put them over there. I have this pink and this red. So I think I'm going to do some red. And it's got little, I don't know, I call it snow spots on there. Not for sure what you call it. This one only has 3 yards. So this one has 5 yards and this one has 3 yards. So we're going to cut some more chenille stems and work them up on the inside. When I very first started doing wreaths, this was the method that I used. I didn't know about all the ruffles and the pancake method and all these other methods. I didn't know anything about them. They have kind of evolved. So this is going back to my roots and just using this one little method. Okay. Let's see how this is going to work. Oh, it's even more sheer than the other. All right. I'm going to put this, there's 3 brackets, 3 bars. So I'm going to start this one down here. I don't know how this is going to work because it is so sheer. We'll try to see how it's going to work. Murphy boy. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm telling you, he barks at the wind. He does. The doors are shut. There's no way he can see outside. So who knows what he's barking at. Maybe he just wants to be on the live video with me. All right, so here we go. We're just going to do this the same way. Wrap it up. Make sure it's curled under. It's kind of harder with this. These poofs I'm making a little bit smaller. Okay. Because it's so thin that it needs to be closer together. Okay. Keeping those chenille sticks pointed outwards so you can work with them later. Okay. I'm thinking this is not going to be enough to go all the way around. We may have to switch in the middle to something different. Maybe we'll do red on one side and pink on one side. Okay. You never know what your wreath is going to evolve in. You just start making it and see how it goes. I'm not for sure I like this mesh. It's pretty, but it's harder to work with. It's very catchy on things. Okay, we're just going to keep working our way around. in fighting this mesh. Who knew when you go buy this? This is so pretty. I bought some because it's different, but it doesn't feel very good on the wreath. Okay. Let's see. Where? Okay, we're about halfway up to the top. Just keep working around. So I've been doing my training on how to open my Etsy shop, y'all. So maybe next week or so, I'll have my Etsy shop open. And you'll be able to buy like signs and my wreaths. I'm excited to share some of my signs with you. I gotta make this one row, make it to the middle. Okay? Because I only have 2 rows of this. Okay. Almost to the middle. You can see how I'm talking about this little, it's like popcorn. I guess you would call it like popcorn mesh. Maybe that's a good word for it. Popcorn mesh. Just open them up just like we did the other. Okay. Almost to the end of this row. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off. This actually has tape on it. Didn't have the staples on it. Let's see. How is this looking? Is that going to be okay with this sign? Let's see. Let's take the sign out and see. I think it's going to be okay. Looks fuller once you get to the end of it. Okay, we're going to use that other row now. Finish this row. I'm going to finish and start. I'm going to finish this row and start the other row in the same spot. Okay. Alright. Just going to unroll it a little because it's harder to work with like this. I'm just going to start this one in the same place I stopped that one. Okay. Because it is so, it's kind of, it's not dense. I don't know, it's sparse. I guess you would call it more sparse than the other mesh. And we have to make it work all the way around because that's the last row I have. And we're not doing these 8 inches. We're doing these about 5 inches. The poofs. The other ones we did 8 inches. These we're doing 5. There you go. All of my wreaths are for sale. If you are interested, just go back to the group and see the pictures. They're in the group. I've posted some of them. So they're not all Valentine's wreaths. Some of them are just like all occasion wreaths. Got to get busy because Valentine's Day will be here before we know it. Not quite a month away. A little bit more. Still trying to find my comments. I'm going to refresh the page just a second. Getting harder to see the bars because it's getting fuller. All right. Some people cut the Chanel sticks off, and I probably will go back and cut them off if I don't put ribbon on them. Some people use the Chanel sticks for ribbon. A lot of people now are using the already have the hangers on there. They're already done. They're a little higher to buy them that way. I personally just like to buy the wireframe and put my own Chanel sticks on there. It's a little cheaper, and I can put them where I want them. But they do work for the most part. Okay. All right. So I don't know. We're going to make it with this whole row. I think so. I'll go back and straighten all that out. This is on the second bar. We've done the first bar with this mesh, Dollar Tree mesh. Everything, for those of you just joining, everything is from the Dollar Tree. So I want you to see that what you can make using Dollar Tree items. This stuff is pretty messy. It's getting all over me. But this is what they have there. They're in little rows like this, 3 yards each. For those of you just joining, then I used this one to start with, and it's 5 yards. And I'm just using like a poof method. But this is turning out to be harder to use. I have never used this before. This is my first time to use this type of mesh. And actually, I think it's the first time Dollar Tree has started carrying this type. If you go to the Dollar Tree and you can't find what you want, go to dollartree.com. You can purchase stuff online from the Dollar Tree. So for those of you who didn't know that, sometimes you have to buy 12 of the items, but sometimes they'll let you buy 1. And I've heard that if you buy 12 and you don't need them all, that you can sell them back to the store. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that. I've heard that. But that'd be cool if they did that. That way you wouldn't be stuck with a whole bunch of things you're not going to use. Okay. See if we can fit this in. It looks like we're going to make it all the way around. With this 3-yard stuff. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off. I've got it taped good. And it's not raveling as much as the other mesh did. So maybe it does have some good points to it. Okay. That's the end. I'm just going to tie it into the other one. Where we started. I'm just going to take it and tie it into where we started. All right. So now we started with that heart wire frame. For those of you that just joining me. And we did like a poof method on the outside, and then we did this same method on the inside. You can't really see, but right here is where the heart will go in. And sometimes I will just pull it down where you can see it like this right here. You can kind of see how I pulled it down to make it look that way. And then down here, you squish it down. So now I have some pink like that. And I'm going to, I'm trying to decide, do I want to just leave this like that? thinking about putting the pink on the outside. I'm thinking about doing it in a different method. Instead of doing it on the inside, I don't think I'm going to because the sign's going to cover it up. So I'm going to try to cut this, y'all, in 14" and try to roll it up. Let's see how this works. Or do we want to do this? Oh, I like that. Let's put these randomly on the outside of the red and white mesh. This pink will come into play whenever you put your sign on here. That pink will bring it on out. So I've got 3 rows of these, so I think this is what we're going to do. Cut it at 14, and just, this is the ruffle method. Just grab it in your hands and just squish it together. And I'm just randomly going to place these around. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the chenille sticks off. They're white. It wouldn't really matter if you left them. But I'm not going to put ribbon on them there after I put that on there. So let's cut it off. It'll be one step closer to finished. All right. Just have to work with this mesh. It's from the Dollar Tree mesh. You just have to work with it. Okay. This is getting all over everywhere. Let's cut a couple. This does not roll out either like the other does. This is catchy on everything. I'm doing this about every other one. If I have enough to go back and do that, I will. I'm just going to just stacking this on this red and white. Trying to make the wreath look nice using the Dollar Tree stuff. So we'll see how it works. And you'll see how I just gather this up and my fingers just gather it up. Okay, sorry, one of my signs fell off. I said before, I've got to get a bigger table. I'm in the market for a bigger table. If anybody sees one around here, I sure need it. Cut that off. Fluff out the ruffle. I really like how that's looking. I like that ruffle. That's dressing it up just a little bit better than, and it's so catchy. It's so catchy. I probably would not have bought this if I'd have known how messy and how catchy this was. I'd have probably stuck to the regular mesh. But I did. We're going to make something of it. Alright. I wish I could see y'all. Can't see who's here. It's easier because when I see people who's here, I can talk to you. It's hard to not be able to see who's here. I have this mat. It is like a forgiving mat, I think they call it self-healing mat, to where you can just cut on it and it never cuts anything. But I went back and I had painted on it, so I shouldn't have done. It kind of makes it look messy. I'm thinking about taking it off and getting some contact paper and putting that on my table. Make it look like it's shiplap or something. Okay. There we go. Keep it right in the middle. Skip that one, put it on the next one. Okay. Like I said, I'm not wild about these colors and the way this material is, but that's what we have to work with. Okay. Let's see if we have enough. Well, we don't really have enough to make another ruffle, so I'm going to stack these and do these together. I'll put this at the very, let's see, where are we? I get lost in where we're at. We're skipping that one. I'm putting it on this one. I already passed the heart indentation shape. Okay. Can't really even tell it's a heart wreath once you get all this on there. Okay. You can kind of see how it's stressing it up a little bit. Okay, let's do another package. I don't know why they just put 3 yards on this package, on these packages, and they put 5 on the other. That was weird. That package is even wrapped differently. Alright, let's find that. Where'd it go? Didn't have trouble finding the other one. Like I said, it just stickies. It's sticky. 14 inches is what I'm making these. How's your cut? Okay. Every other one. Skip that one and put it on this one. If I was going to sell this one, after I get all of these on there, let's see, we had the wireframe is $1, and we had 2 of these, so $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have $7 into it right now. We're back. Got one that come loose. Now, when this happens, you just go with it and you just fix it. That one came loose, so we're going to tie it again with this one. It's being a little contrary. There's always somebody in the crowd, right? All right. There. Now we have them all the way around every other one. And it's pretty full. But I think I'm going to finish this out and put these on the red ones. I have enough to finish this out, I think, to put them on the red the same way I did the outside one. Let's see how that looks. Remember, like when I do things, I don't do it ahead of time. I do everything with you guys. So however it turns out is not planned. It's just how it goes. Okay. Let's see if I can get these to stay on top of each other. It's kind of hard. Let's see how this is going to work. All right. This is on top of the red now. We did it on top of the red and white. Be a lot of pink at the bottom. I can't tell y'all how much I don't like this stuff. But we started and we're going to finish it. Started what we finished. All right. This is going to be all on that one. It's funny how the wreaths just start off small and I can work on my table with them, and then as I finish and it gets fuller and fuller, it's harder and harder. Okay, let's see. We did that one. We're going to skip one. Put one here. I'm doing it every other one now. The ruffle method. And I'm cutting the chenille stems off as we're going, and you just poke them down and then fluff that out. Okay. Okay, we're going to skip and tie. I'm getting ready to put that sign on here and make a bow. I'm going to make a bow. The bow will dress this up too, by the way. Okay. All right. One more in this row. We'll have to open up a new row. Okay, skip, tie. So working with Dollar Tree mesh is a lot different than working with Hobby Lobby mesh. I didn't get a chance to go on Hobby Lobby's website this week to see what they have on sale this week. Normally I can tell you what they have on sale, and then I can order it if I need it. I only buy things at Hobby Lobby on sale. And it's real disappointing sometimes to go in the store at Hobby Lobby and want something real bad and it be full price. I just don't buy it. I wait. Alright. I don't know who that is. I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb, which I normally do. Okay, we're going to open up a new row. This is the last row that we'll be using of the mesh. After that, we'll be working with ribbons. We're not going to use this one. I'm so glad I got this little tiny sign. I ordered it. I guess I didn't realize how tiny it would be, but it's going to be perfect for this little heart mesh. Okay, I'm just cutting a few. All right, there we go. See, if this is so opaque or so see-through, you can just see right through it. But if you bunch it up like this on a little ruffle, you can see it a lot better. Okay. We did not use the inside bar. Murphy boy. Murphy boy. We didn't use the inside bar. We only used the two outside bars. And you can see how full it is. We wouldn't have to do that. Murphy boy. Murphy. Okay. I'm going to skip and tie. All right. He can't see out. He's just barking at nothing. All right. Clip those off because we're not using them again. fluff it out. Okay. See how pretty it's starting to look? With just using this Dollar Tree mesh. Okay. Skip and tie. Skip and tie. All right. This will be for sale. I said that earlier, but well, it's just popping on. I do sell my wreaths because if I don't, I get so many hanging up in my wall. Gonna have to rent a storage shed. Okay, we're gonna skip that one. And find this one. It's really hard to do, y'all, to figure out and skip and look at all this. Okay. You can wait till last to go back and cut your Chanel sticks or whatever you call your pipe cleaners. But I just never know if I'm going to use them again, so I usually wait. Because sometimes I do go back and I put ribbon on them. Okay. Skip. And this one. I think this is going to be about perfect. Come on. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, we skip and we got that one. So we're back to the beginning. Okay. Now right here's the point on the heart. Right here. It goes down. Squish it down. Pull it down. And then here's the bottom point. Right here. So just pull it down. Pull these out. I'm going to cut some of these Chanel sticks off that you can see. When you get the sign on, you won't be able to see them all. But there are some that's sticking out. So we're going to cut them off. All right. So now we're going to work on putting our sign on. So what we want to put it on the side like this and put the bow over here. Put it in the middle. I'm thinking we're going to put it on the side. So when I attach the bow, the sign, I get some Chanel sticks. My hot glue gun is on. I'm going to try to do it right in the middle. Okay. And I have a piece of ribbon I'm going to use that I had left over. Take it right here and glue it down and just put this piece of ribbon right over it. You can always get a hole punch and you can punch holes in the corner here, but if you do that and you put it on the side, then your Chanel sticks on the sign are going to show. So I try not to do the punch hole. A lot of people punches the holes in the end and puts it on like that. But I don't want my Chanel sticks to show. And we're just improvising. You can use cardboard here or anything to hold that in place and give it more to adhere to. Okay. Just kind of pull it like that. Whoop, that's hot. Okay. Now we're ready to put it on. And let's put it on the side. Find the center, because like I said, it's hard to, okay, here's the center. And let's put it on this side. I'm just going to feed it down in there. run it around the frame. Reach back there and pull it through. Okay. Not hard to reach back there and grab it because there's not this, like I said, Dollar Tree mesh is not very thick. Okay. So we got one side. I'm just going to kind of wrap it around the back like that for preliminary. I'll turn it back over. Run the top of it through there. Murphy, I'm telling you. Sorry, y'all. I have no idea what's wrong with this boy. Okay. Grab. Is that where we want it now? I'm going to grab it someplace different. Let's grab it closer to the inside. Pull that through. And the other one down. Okay, there we go. Get it where you want it. And let's preliminary do this. And make sure it's going to look like where we want it. Alright. So here it is. And it's got that little popcorn stuff all over it. And I'm just going to pull that stuff out. Oh, and my hot glue come undone. I'm going to glue this one more time. Okay. And pull out the stuff around it. Okay. And we're going to make our bow. While that's drying with my Easy Bow Maker. And these two came from the Dollar Tree, so we're going to use those. We're going to stay with what we're doing with the Dollar Tree. And this is, I'd say, a 2.5 inch. Yes, 2.5 inch by, it says 6.53 centimeters, so it's probably 3 yards. I don't know. Anybody want to do the math? I'd have to have my calculator out. I don't tell my math teachers. Alright. So once we get this going, for whatever reason, this does not want to go. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use this first. Let's get that over to the side. And I'm going to have a little tail on this about 6 inches. So pull it down. And this is one-sided ribbon, so you have to twist it. Twist it. Lay it down like that. This heart matches the truck. We're going to have 6 inch, 5.5 inch, 5.5 inch loops. Okay. It's up to you how big you want your bow. But we measure these out on here on the Easy Bow Maker. Okay, keeping it right at 5.5. Twist it in the middle. These Easy Bow Makers are worth their money, y'all. They're just like $15, but they help you so much. Okay, we're going to do 3, I guess, because we still have some left. I'm going to utilize this Dollar Tree ribbon. Okay. Now, let's kind of get the tails the same way. Still have some left in this row. Okay, now this is the other Dollar Tree ribbon, and it's kind of like the rest of it. It's see-through. And it doesn't have a pattern on it, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm going to make these loops just a little bit smaller. Okay. All right. I'm going to do 2 of these. I know the other ribbon I have is not Dollar Tree, but I wanted to incorporate some of this black and white checked because it goes with the sign. Can you see the sign? Okay. All right. Just push that down. Okay. We're going to make 2 loops out of this. Same thing. Keep it about the same loop as the clear one, the pink one. We're going to do 2. Okay. And now I have, let's see, I have to choose from either some red and white checked or some pink. I think this ribbon is really, really nice ribbon, and I don't want to use it with the Dollar Tree ribbon. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this. This is the Robert Stanley collection, Hobby Lobby. Came from Hobby Lobby. Okay. We're just going to do 1. Murphy! I honestly think he just wants attention. I think I'm not giving him enough attention. And he's just barking because he wants to be barking. Okay. I'm going to go back and do a little trick. Okay. So you have your bows like this right here. But I'm going to put a little center bow in. And I think I'm going to do it with this little red and white. All you do is just take it and just loop it over. And just make one little loop. That's all. Murphy, what are you barking at, bud? What is it? Go get in your bed. All right, I have a red Chanel stick. I'm going to lift this up, keep my fingers at the bottom, and run this Chanel stick right between my fingers and my thumb. All right, sorry, I'm getting it off. Okay. And I'm just going to twist it as tight as I can. And you'll know me, you know that I fluff the bows just twice. I do it first when I first get it out, bring all the tails down. Then I just start moving these where I want them. So up, up, 1 down. 1 in the middle, and up, 1 down, 1 in the middle. Okay, up, down. Just keep going in line with where you started your different ribbons at. Okay, black there, and then this one in the middle. Now that we have where we want them, I'm going to pull that just a little bit. You shouldn't really be able to pull your ribbons because you should have them tight enough, but I did pull that one. Okay, now I am going to dovetail them, which you could have done this before you... I need better scissors. Pioneer Woman scissors. Okay, we did that one. Then this one. Just take your time. Make sure you cut them right. Okay. Well, that one is not cut right. Let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing, y'all? I'm getting it backwards. Now, get my brain going the right way. You know my brain. I talk about my brain all the time, y'all. It is handicapped from previous problems, right? Most of y'all know me from that point of view. Okay, almost done. And we'll see where they, kind of see where they lay. Okay, I like to hold them down like this and then fluff my ribbon. So we pulled them up where we wanted them. Now we need to fluff. Just pull it out. Stretch them out. Just use your fingers and pull them out. Wherever you want them to lay. I'm going to start making some bows. I'll probably start selling some bows. And they'll be on my Etsy shop when I get my Etsy shop open. Okay. Okay, so you can see this side we got fluffed out. Now let's fluff this side out, and we'll do it again once we get the bow on the wreath. Okay. I don't know about y'all, I never get my bows exactly like I want them. I keep fluffing them out. This Dollar Tree ribbon, I buy it, but you know, I'm not a fan. I buy it to do my Dollar Tree projects with. Okay. All right, now we're going to put this little baby on. Okay. I'm telling y'all that mesh made a big mess. Okay. We're going to put it up here on the corner, opposite of the truck. If you have a big wreath, you have to extend your pipe cleaner. But this wreath is pretty small. So what I do after I get offline is I go back and I trim all of my, Murphy! I trim all of my pipe cleaners off. And then I put like a placemat on here. So it'll make it look like it's really professional. Even though this is Dollar Tree stuff. You just run your fingers up and out on your bows. Run your fingers. Got to start there. Just run it up and out. How you want it. Okay. That Dollar Tree ribbon at the very bottom is harder to do, but that's okay. It has wire in it. That's what makes it okay. Okay. That little Dollar Tree frame that we started from turned into a little pretty wreath. You could go back and you could put different bows around if you wanted to, but for this little Dollar Tree wreath, and it's a heart wreath, this is what it is. Can you see it? Let's see. Okay, right here. Now, can you see the full thing? Turned out to be a big wreath, didn't it? All right, y'all. Tell me what you think. Give me some love in the comments. Sprinkle my video. And stay tuned for next time. We have several things coming up. Thanks for watching, guys.